Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. With all the attention paid to Hilton Head's Highway 278 corridor, there has not been as much time spent on the Bluffton Parkway future. But there is a study being done on that, and you are encouraged to find out where it's headed and offer your input at a public meeting Tuesday from 5 until 7 p.m. at the Buckwalter Rec Center. Increasing populations and demands on the parkway have raised concerns about safety and congestion, leading to the study on how to improve the corridor's functionality. The town of Hilton Head still wrestling with how to control the boom in short-term rental housing on the island, pondering new rules to manage over 7,000 rental units that bring with them a bevy of issues, along with all that tourist money. Last year, there were 128 noise complaints, 100 parking complaints, 34 trash complaints from those rentals. There were also 117 fire calls and 47 for EMS help. New ordinances adopted in 2022 began to deal with those issues. Now the ordinances could be expanded to include property owners having to clarify to visitors where they should park, more specifics on how many tenants can occupy the number of bedrooms in a property, and more stringent fire safety rules. Whether or not any of those new rules could be implemented by this summer season is problematic. On the other side of the short-term rental story, though, Hilton Head and Port Royal will see a share of a $60 million settlement with Airbnb over tourism taxes owed to 16 South Carolina towns. Port Royal officials say they've got about $150,000 coming. North Myrtle Beach says it's getting $2 million of the settlement. Hilton Head not divulging any numbers yet. The towns are also suing VRBO and TripAdvisor for not collecting accommodations taxes, beach preservation fees, or getting business licenses. And trips to Hilton Head's beaches will never be the same after the passing of pool bar Jim Lisenby over the weekend. He'd been serving up his own style of cocktails, many of them frozen, and humor on the island since 1978 before stepping out from behind the bar at the end of last summer because of health issues at age 76. He had owned and worked at various bars on Hilton Head during all that time, was obviously an island favorite. He even published a book, Pool Bar Jim's Tropical and Exotic Drinks, 20 years ago. That was part recipe book and part history lesson on the culture around beachside drinks. We are going to miss him. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. A lot of championships now up in the air statewide, a couple of them coming home to the Lowcountry. Justin Jarrett has the latest in sports.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com, the fastest 60 seconds in local sports. It was championship weekend, and 2 basketball teams and 5 wrestlers brought state titles home to the Lowco on Saturday. The Cross Schools girls pulled away in the second half for a 45-29 win over Lawrence Academy in the Skeeza 2A title game, winning their second straight championship. And the boys from Hilton Head Prep made it 3 straight with a dominant 45-19 win over PD Academy, and then joined us on the LowcoSports Lowdown to celebrate. Bluffton's Jada Lawrence completed a three-peat of her own, winning the girls' 145-pound title to cap her career with 3 state titles, while Hilton Head's Bryce Stevenson and Bluffton's Gabe Fulton won gold, and May River's Blake Butler and Josh Echevarria won individual titles and helped the Sharks claim the traditional team title to go with their dual championship earlier this month. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Coming up next on the WHHI Daily News, Tom Reitz, a Hilton Head representative on the Beaufort County Council. Oh, we're going to talk bridges and meetings that he's got planned for his constituents. All of that coming up straight ahead.